Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you are new here, then hello, my name is Zoe and this is my YouTube channel. Today I went a little bit creative. I never usually do makeup looks like this, but I really enjoyed it. We're doing a super dramatic pink cut crease. It's kind of like an inspo for Valentine's, and we used the Stacey Marie Carnival Palette for the first time today. Yeah, I really hope you like it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. So don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well if you do like it, and subscribe. And if you want to see how we did this whole face today, then keep watching. So to speed things up a little bit today, I've just done my brows and applied my eyeshadow base. For my base today, I've used the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15. I haven't used this for so long, but I used to use it all the time as my eyeshadow base and it works amazingly. Because we're going to be using a lot of pinks and things today, I'm going to use this palette, which is the bperfect by Stacey Marie. If you haven't followed her on Instagram yet, then what are you doing? It's the Carnival palette that she collabed with bperfect Cosmetics, and inside, I haven't used this one on myself yet, so I don't know why I haven't got around to using it yet. I've got one at work and I use it on clients. I love it. But yeah, that is what it looks like. We're doing more like pinky Valentine's Day vibes today, so I'm going to use all the pinks out of here, and then I've got a few pigments to use as well on the top. So what am I going to do first? I think I've only done this kind of look like once on my YouTube channel. I haven't done it on myself for ages, so I'm going to take my time with it because I don't want to F it up. So for my first shade, I think I'm going to use Guilty, this one right here. I'm going to take it on a little pencil brush first, and I'm going to pencil this on as like a guide of where I want my cut crease, because it's going to be like a full cut crease. I'm just going to map out first. I feel like this is going to look really bad until the end. I like you to be able to see it as I've got my eyes open, so if I look like straight ahead, it sort of comes up just above my crease. I think what I probably should have done is one eye first and then do this eye after. And then I'm going to take another pencil brush. This is just a little bit more fluffy. And then I'm just going to start sort of blending this over the line. Everything that we apply now, we're going to apply above this line. And it's just sort of building it up as you go. The shade I'm going to move into now for a little bit is Wifey, which is this sort of brighter pink. And I'm just going to use like a little shader brush for this because all my blending brushes are quite big and fluffy, which I need to be a little bit more precise. So just for now, I'm just going to use just a little shader like this and then just go over the top. And then once I've sort of got it down, then I'll find a better blending brush to blend it out with. And then I'm just going to take a bigger blending brush and just start blending that out a little bit. Just to make the very underneath just a tiny bit darker, I'm going to use the tiniest bit of liquor just to deepen the pink up a little bit. The more you sort of blend it out, the more it kind of like disappears, so you have to just keep on building it up as you go. So I've just got this eye to the same stage as this one. I'm going to move on to the lightest pink now, which is called Funky. And I'm just taking this on a really light fluffy brush. And this is going like right over the edge. And I'm taking it like right up to the brow as well. And then I'm just getting this shader little brush that we were using. I'm going to mix liquor and a bit of Wifey. I want to make sure that there's like a good blend between light and dark. Again, don't worry too much about the underneath because we're going to use some concealer to like sharpen that off. And then I'm going back in with Wifey just on its own and just diffuse that out a bit. And then in with Funky. So now using that same concealer, I'm just going to sharpen up this line, make it look really sharp. And as I do it, I'm sort of pressing on rather than like dragging it along. And you can see how much better that looks now. We've just neatened it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to be putting a pigment over the top, but just to set that concealer in place, I'm going to use an eyeshadow first. So I'm going to use a shimmery shade out of the Carnival Palette with BH Cosmetics. And the pigment that I'm going to be using is quite similar to this one right there. So I need another brush. I don't think I've ever had to use so many different brushes ever. And I am going to try and be as neat as possible on this line. But I might put like a glitter liner over there anyway, so I haven't really made my mind up yet. And then I'm just going to taper it off along that wing. This is the Peaches and Cream pigment in the shade Luxe. It's a really nice sort of pinky, like champagne colour. And then I'm going to use the NYX glitter glue to apply it. So first I'm going in with the glitter primer. And I want to try and be as neat as possible along this line with this as well. Then straight in with the pigment. I am going to go over the line with some glitter eyeliner. This is Midnight Cowboy from Urban Decay. Okay, so now I'm just going to do a winged eyeliner to match the sort of shape of this one. I'm going to use the Selfie Flick from Tiny Bear Cosmetics. Okay, so I've just sharpened everything up and applied my lashes. I've used the iconic Lights, I think, from House of Lashes. I'm going to actually finish the under eyes today before I do the rest of my face because I'm going to use another pigment as well, and knowing my look, it will all fall everywhere. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just apply a little bit of the concealer just along my lower lash line, just under here. So back to the Stacey Marie palette. Let's have a look which one we're going to use first. The first shade that I'm going to go in with is actually Liquor. I want the under eyes to be quite smoky, and then I'm going to put a pigment over the top. I feel like it's been really hard to actually talk in this video because I've been concentrating. And then I'm going to go back in with that shader, and I'm taking Wifey. And you can blend this down quite far even if like you don't particularly want to, because we need to do concealer underneath the eyes anyway now, so we can use the concealer to sort of bring that off. Okay, now I need to just quickly line my waterline. I'm using Costa Riche pencil. Okay, then I'm going to put a little bit of pigment underneath the eyes, like I couldn't get any more pigment on as it is. I'm going to use Pheonix, which is also from Peaches and Cream. It's like a really nice like coppery red. I just feel like going all out today, so why not? And I'm picking up the glitter. Okay, then while I'm here, I honestly don't know what this tutorial is turning into. I'm just going all out. For the inner corner, I'm going to use the Pearl pigment from Peaches and Cream as well, just because I don't know whether like a normal highlighter in the inner corner is going to cut it today, so... Okay, so for skin, I've just found the good old faithful L'Oreal True Match. I haven't used this for so long, so I am going to use it today. I'm going to give it a good shake because I actually don't know how long I've had this for. And I'm just going to press this all over with my beauty sponge. I also, well, my holy grail at the moment is the Pro Glow from L'Oreal. I did try the True Match Lumi foundation, but it really broke me out. I don't know why. So I use the Pro Glow now. I absolutely love it. Then for my concealer, I'm just going to use the Pro Longwear Concealer because that's just what I've got out at the moment. I'm only using a little bit because this is like so pigmented, and it's also a little bit too light for me at the moment. And I'm going to blend in these areas straight away with my Beauty Blender. I like to use the area which I've done the foundation with, because I feel like that just helps it blend a little bit better, especially because it's a little bit too light. It's still got some of the foundation on there, so it's going to just help it blend a little bit. And then I'll go underneath first, like going nowhere near like my eyeshadow. And then I like to use like a fluffy brush just to help it blend up. Okay, now we can move on to a contour. I'm going to use the Rimmel Duo Stick. This is in the shade Medium. I'm just going to use this little brush to blend it out. And then I need to set everything. I'm going to use the Mercier translucent powder today because I feel like I've applied quite a lot of makeup, so I definitely need something that's going to make it stay. I'm going to use my baked bronzer to give my skin a bit of a glow. And then I'm going to do a little bit of blush. This is Illamasqua's Blusher in Lover. And then what do I want? Oh, my contour palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to use this one right there. I'm going to run a little bit off the banana one just underneath here as well. Okay, for highlighter, I'm going to use the ones out of the Carnival palette because I've not used them before. I'm going to use Saint, which is the lighter one, just to highlight my brow bone, and then I'm going to use Sinner to highlight my cheeks, I think. So let's see how Saint works. This is a little bit more pinky, so I think this will go better here to highlight the brow bone. And then for my cheeks, I'm going to use Sinner. I'm actually just going to spray some and apply a little bit wet as well, just to make it pop a little bit more. Taking it on the brush, then spraying it. That's better. Okay, finally, for lips, I'm going to first use MAC Soar Lip Liner. And then over the top, I'm going to use the Me Cosmetics Liquid Lipstick in the shade number 1. I don't like this one. Change of plan. Okay, I'm going to sort of mainly leave it as the liner. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of this over the top. This is another Me Cosmetics lipstick, but it's a nude one. It's in the shade 5. Okay guys, so that completes this sort of Valentine's inspired pink cut crease. It's quite dramatic, but I really enjoyed doing it today. So let me know if you want to see more dramatic looks here on my channel. Let me know down in the comments below, and I really hope you enjoyed it. So give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!